According to the Surgeon General's report, depression and anxiety symptoms in youth doubled during the pandemic, and 2 teenage boys decided to do something about it. Take a look. When the pandemic hit, 15-year-old Carter Kroger started posting TikTok videos of himself singing to show off his talent and to help with his anxiety. As his followers and views grew, so did the comments. One morning, he woke up to one that said, "You saved my life this morning." Soon, more messages like it started pouring in. That is when Carter and his older brother, Ashton, decided to take action, starting a nonprofit to help teens struggling with mental health issues called the Persevere Project. Carter and Ashton Kroger, welcome to the show, you guys.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, you are 2 amazing, impressive young men. This really sounds like an amazing project. So how did you go from filming TikTok videos to creating a nonprofit organization?
It all started during quarantine. I started doing music and singing because during quarantine I was kind of stressed and I was going through a hard time. So I started doing music because that's kind of how I released my anxiety. So yeah, I started making videos and Ashton would help me. We would have like a fun time just making videos. And then we noticed that some of these people were kind of relying on our videos. They were saying that every day they woke up and they saw our videos and that they really like brightened their day. So that's kind of how it got started, and we decided to make this platform because we wanted to, help people with their problems in their life and what they're going through.
Well, a super great thing that you did and continue to do, and there was a really need for it. This is such a timely and important thing that you guys are doing. So, Dr. G, have you heard of the Persevere Project before?
I absolutely have. I've been following for a while, and it's this incredibly powerful project. And for the reasons I think, Ashton and Carter, that you guys saw that there was momentum to move this to a nonprofit, the authenticity that you bring and the transparency really speaks to people who are anywhere between 9 and 30 years old especially, but actually everyone really responds well online to that kind of authenticity. And I wonder if you guys realize that not only are you powerful for people who really see you as peers, but for people who are just getting onto social media in the last year or 2 and are 3 or 5 or even 7 years younger than you are, what you guys are what's called near peer mentors. People who are basically young enough, close enough to my age to know what's going on, but a little bit older, and I really can look up to you. And your transparency about mental health has allowed so many people who are younger to say, hey, wait, I see myself in that, or that speaks to me, and I can talk about it now because they're showing me how to.
And Dr. G, I know this is a big part of your private practice. Why do you think being aware of youth mental health is just so important?
Okay, all mental health is important. We know that. And Dr. Jordan, you and I have talked before about how the pandemic has worsened mental health. But there's this particular issue about preteen and teen mental health that we don't talk about enough, I think. And that is parents don't know what normal is. And therefore, teenagers don't know what normal is. I was in the hospital just last week seeing a newborn. I do newborn rounds. This baby who was 13 hours old. The parents had a visitor who came to see the baby. And the first thing this person said after congratulations was, "Whoa, just wait till he's a teenager." 13 hours old, and they're already setting parents up, as our society does, to think, oh, teenagers they're hard and we don't know what to expect from them and they'll behave in ways we don't like, when, first of all, none of that has to be true. And also, it leaves parents thinking, well, if my teenager is different, that's normal. And maybe it is and maybe it isn't. So how are adults who are meant to be keeping track, is my kid okay, supposed to know what's normal development and what's a struggle?